Hi, you're welcome to Native Diaries by Africa. I am your host, Ayobolu Tomiola. Africa is with the mission to develop a generation of engineering talent that will solve problems, but not just in Nigeria. We're talking Africa and the global world as a whole. At yes, we do have natives that we are training and developing as well as nurturing. But these natives definitely have personalities that make them unique in their own way. And we have decided that it is only nice and right for us to tell as many stories as we can of these natives. Today I have with me a native of Africa. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi.
Can we get to know you?
All right, my name is Emmanuel Oludairo from Ekiti State, a member of Court 8.
Okay. Hi, Emmanuel. You're welcome to Native Diaries. How do you feel to be here?
I'm very excited. I'm very happy to be here.
All right. So Emmanuel here is going to be sharing with us today, how he got into Africa, his journey so far, and what he hopes to achieve with everything that he's going to be learning from Africa. So Emmanuel, can you give us a insight into your background? I'm sure Africa is definitely not the
Yeah,
first thing you were
yeah,
doing. So
yeah.
what were you doing before you came to semicolon?
Okay, for my background, I studied statistics
Okay.
from Ekiti State University, and then I got a job in the financial sector in 2018 in the microfinancing, and then as a credit analyst, and I worked with them for about 3 years. So along the line, I see myself not going to be doing this thing for a long time, and I actually wanted to be in the tech world.
Yeah.
Seeing how fintech are striving in our, economy in this dispensation, I said, okay, I would need to get that needed skill so as to strive in this economy. And so it happened that I have these friends of mine. We went to school together, and we actually, go to church. And this fateful day on a Sunday after service, and we were just talking, random gist, and one of them just told us about, tech, and data science and machine learning. So no idea, no way to go about it. So he now said, okay, there's this school I can, introduce you to, and just register and you get started. So and that was 2020, towards October, and I I registered, and so they onboarded us. So I did 3 months program with them, and it was virtual. So 2021, so I said, okay, I think I should take this thing further. So the same school came up with another, you know, plan. This was a bigger one. So and I had to, pay again all my savings, and so we got started. And it was also virtual. So I yes, it's still not what I wanted. I needed more. So that got me, a friend of mine who is also a native of semicolon
Yeah.
told me at that time about semicolon. I was like, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I've been waiting for. And then so, I just took it on me, and no preparation beforehand. Yeah, but yeah, so and I registered, came to visit the village. I came around to see the village, and and so I was excited. I can't wait to be part of these guys, these great guys. And so I needed to resign from where I work, and that was a really serious issue for me, because I was supposed to resume with Court 7. Yeah, so and it happened that it was less than a month when I got the offer. So you know, to resign, and I cannot go without a month's notice. So I had to, no wasting of time. I just spent my resignation, and okay, I would I will do this. I have to do this. So before that time, thinking of resigning, and because I've known about the program when I came to make inquiry, so I will not be working for a whole year, and so how will I survive through the journey? So I spoke with a senior friend who is currently doing his PhD in France, and he told me that yeah, it is a very good decision. I'm trying to, what I'm trying to do is a very good one, but I can actually do this online. And I smiled like, I've been doing this stuff online, but I'm not getting what I wanted. I would just love to be, you know. So he said if I can, go for it, he said he worth it, that it is, it's worth it. I should go for it. So, and I spoke with few friends too outside Nigeria, and they said okay, I should. So that gave me additional morale boost to go for it. And getting to resign was a serious one for me because to get somebody to replace me wasn't so. And so I penned my resignation, and you know, that affected me not to resume with course 7. So, and I had to, I
The parts where you spoke about it affecting you, are you talking about the financial aspect now, or what exactly are you saying
yes,
affected you?
yes.
Just the financial
The
aspect.
I think of, I already use all my savings to register for the one I was and I was about rounding off, that program, but then because of the passion, the desire for it, I didn't even think it twice.
Yeah.
So, but then no savings, nothing on ground. Well, like okay, a lot of thoughts going around, and
And as a young man, definitely, having a stable source of income is
income.
very
Yeah,
important for you.
my person I called, I said he's doing his PhD. When I told him, I was like, how will you survive for a whole year? I will not be working. What are your plans? So I told him few things I wanted to be doing. Yeah, that's another story. But okay, I'll be doing stuff. And before that time, Semicolon told us that this thing is a
Yeah,
full
that
time.
quick word.
It's a full time.
Yeah.
You cannot juggle things together.
Yes.
So let's see, we'll do it. So I had to resign, and we were onboarded, and so it started in June 7. We resumed June 7, and June 7 till now, as be now a different person. I see things differently, and yeah,
Okay,
I
so you mentioned a few things
yeah.
and I caught something. So are you trying to tell people that are watching now that studying online is not cannot be measured with studying this particular thing that you're learning now physically? It's two different things.
Yeah,
You're in class,
yeah, the
you
class.
can ask questions. So are
Yeah,
you saying in your own opinion, are you saying that studying this physically is much better than learning online?
yeah. For me, we are different. We are different. We have our strengths, and so for me, and then
Yeah.
I was working, and the online learning was not everyday stuff. Yeah, you can do that, but it was basically weekends. And so for me, and the kind of job I was doing at that time was, if I was working in financial sector, it's always especially the department I'm working, credit and marketing. So it has not been easy going through the work ethic, and staying back to study, and tech is not something you can just dazzle in. If you want to get the best out of it, you need to put your attention, and you have to be serious about it. So for me, online virtual learning was not cool for me. I wasn't getting what I wanted.
You didn't hit your
I
target.
didn't hit my target. So I needed more. So probably the distraction, and all of those things needed to be cut away from it, so that I can get the best out of it, and the quality I wanted.
All right. So there's another question I would like to
All
ask
right.
you.
All right.
So we are talking about you leaving one thing to fully focus on what you are
Yeah.
doing now at
Yeah.
Semicolon Africa. So speaking, looking at your family rather, how was their response to you? Because I'm sure you didn't just make this decision on your own. You obviously had people that you
Yeah.
checked in with,
Yeah.
maybe your mom,
Yeah.
your dad,
Yeah.
and most people right now are so concerned with, I just want to make money,
Money.
I just want to build generational
Okay.
wealth. How did they take it when you, because you said you just got the job,
Yeah.
you've not even gone like the normal 6 months probation that everybody has.
No.
How
Okay.
did they
Okay.
take it when you told them, I'm resigning
Okay.
to go into something that I'm learning but I'm
Okay.
not working? How
Okay.
did they react to that?
Okay. I thank God for my parents.
Okay.
So before that, the job was about 6 months, 3 years.
Okay.
I was in the job for about 3 years.
Okay.
I was 3 years. It was 3 years. So it happened that they came visiting. They came to my place. My parents came to my place, and before that time, I've been planning. I've been doing stuff.
Yes.
They are not aware of, and they just came and I told them that okay, this is my plans. These are my plans. I will be resigning from my job to go for this thing. And they're like, why? What do you? Why you? How do you want to? You know, actually, they trust my judgment,
Mm.
and that is one thing I appreciate them
I
for.
guess you're one of the lucky ones.
So they trust my judgment, and made them understand few things. I gave them instances, and they were like, wow, okay, don't worry, we would support you.
Yeah.
We will support you, and and ever since I started the journey, they've been supportive. Yeah,
I'm
they've been
really
supportive
excited for
because
you. I'm
yeah,
very
thank
excited
you,
because
thank you.
we all know the typical Nigerian
Yeah,
parents.
yeah,
We
yeah.
know how they can
They
get when
can,
you
yeah,
make decisions
yeah.
like that. So you said that this is something you want to do, and I
Okay,
can, from speaking with the few back and forth that we've
yeah,
had, I can see that you're really, really, really interested in
interested,
what you're
yeah.
learning. So far, so good. How many months have you spent now in Singapore?
I'll be four. We are in the 4th month,
Okay,
so by
first
next month we'll be going to the
fifth
fifth
month.
month. Yeah.
And how has it been? Like, honestly, how
Wow.
has it been? Because
Wow.
you said you didn't know how to do most of the things that you're doing
Doing
now,
now,
despite
yeah,
learning them
learning
online.
online,
There was a difference. So,
yeah.
is it overwhelming? How are you able to balance it out?
When I came in, when we onboarded, and I told you that was my own thinking that I can be doing stuff probably remotely and be
That's having a business on the side.
and just to keep spirit, soul, and body alive.
Alive.
So I was trying to do stuff at that time, and it was not allowing me to put my 100% concentration. Like and of course I'm not getting the result I wanted. I needed to but it's not coming. I just so I struggled in the beginning, trying to get stuff, working for me, and get returns and all of those things. So it was very ethic. Work in the class, weekends, go for business and the likes. But then it wasn't working well for me. So I needed to face it squarely, and I had to just let go. And yes, the journey from June has been so intense. Has been so intense, and so far so good. I've there's a total transformation. I see things differently. Like I said the other time, I see I no longer think the way I used to think. I see myself as a problem solver.
Solver.
So when I see problem, that is why I get this thing. We can do stuff.
Yeah.
This thing we can find a way around these things,
Okay.
and provide solutions for people, and make people feel very comfortable and enjoy life. So
That's very interesting.
yeah.
Like, we've been talking, and the funny thing about it is, I don't even know any of these things that you're talking about. But you're making me want to. You're making me want to just drop everything that I'm doing and actually go into this, because honestly, I feel like we need more people
People,
in tech
yeah,
space.
we
So
need people.
that now brings me to another question. A lot of people think that yes, they say tech is the new
It's the
oil
up
money,
money.
but they don't know the stress behind the
Wow.
scenes. They just
Wow.
think, oh, I will just get into one academy and I'll just start learning,
Wow.
and
Wow.
2 months time I've bought my
Wow.
fence, I've built my house. Like,
Wow.
can you just like make them understand the requirements? It's not just a rosy. Can you just emphasize on that?
Yeah. Yes. People admire a lot of tech guys out there. Yeah. And yes, when you sit them down to hear their story, you will know that it has not been easy. There are days of, and the thing is that tech is is a learning pro. You cannot get everything.
Mm,
It's a journey. You journey with your learning. You
okay.
get, so it's a process, and it's always a learning process. You have to keep learning, and learning in the tech space is it's not that easy, because you have to, you know yeah, there's a belief that there's this life these tech guys used to have, but yeah, not really. But then it is how you can then program yourself, how you can, you understand yourself. And then for me, learning going through the learning space has been very challenging, because you no longer live that normal life you used to have. That, you know you don't have all the time,
Yeah.
because it's 247, 7 days in a week, and
Mm-hmm.
365 days. So, right now, before coming to this place, on my way, I got a snack from one of my instructor, and even right now I'm thinking about the snack.
Okay. Right now, as we're sitting down, you're already thinking of the
The
solution to
solution how
to
to
what has been assigned
I
to you.
decided to
I can see
I had
that.
to and there's always a deadline for our snack. We used to call
Yeah.
it snack
Okay.
anyway.
So
So
why is it called snack? I'm very, because I mean, there's nothing like it's not tantalizing.
okay,
So
okay.
why do you guys call it snack?
Yeah, it's snack. It's what you will have to, sit down to to um first think of,
Mm-hmm.
before you start, doing one or two things,
Yeah.
start eating
Okay.
from it. It's
Okay.
something you first sit down to understand, think about the solutions, how you go
Mm.
about it. You don't just go into it. There's a way you go about solving problems.
Yeah.
So you don't just
It's
jump
not a
into it.
straight
It's not a
line.
straight line stuff. There's a time you sit down to understand, and that there's what we call understanding phase. You understand how to go about the solution. So that is it.
All right, thank you. I learned something new today.
Okay,
So,
that's good.
has there ever been a day that you just close your system, like
Ah,
shut down, and you're just like, today I'm going to tell them at Semikolo that I'm going back to where I came
ah,
from.
eh,
I am not doing this again.
numerous grown zone. Most times when you are through with class, and you're just squeezing your face like, come on, I'm not doing well. There's a day I met this one of our facilitators. He was a friend of mine in school when we were in school. So I met him one day, one of our hangouts. He came around like, guy, how far now? This thing, are you sure I can do this thing? I was like, yeah, Ima, you can do it. You can. Come on, is this always like this? Do people go through these phases? He said, yes, that is how it was when he started. I remember then when we were in school, it was a computer science department, and it was not 200-300 level. It was started learning, going, to, you know, meetings for, tech stuff, and we didn't know then, we didn't know then. So when I
But
was,
now you know.
yeah, now I know. So when I now told him about my issue, learning and understanding what I'm learning, it was like, yeah, it is the normal thing. I have to go through the process
Yeah.
for me to, it's a process. I have to just go through it. There are days where I would knock out, and yeah, so there are days where, I will be out of class and I'll be angry. Like there are days I will sit down, trying to solve a particular issue, and I'll be there for days, just for a particular issue. When you get to see the solution, you just be, come on, have I days you project that you are supposed to work on for, in less than 2-3 hours are there for days, and there are multiple days like that where you just want to shut down the system and just
Yeah.
just run away.
I
You know,
see.
you
Well,
know.
I mean, I can't, like I said, I can't relate, but one day I will relate.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what problem are you looking to create a solution for? I mean, everybody comes in, they are learning this whole tech thing, but I mean, I'm sure along the line, your mind goes back to, okay, so there's this problem maybe in Lagos State, or the transportation system, or maybe the finance industry, and I want to use what I'm learning to solve this particular problem. So for you now, is there any problem that you have at the back of your mind that, okay, when I'm done learning, this is what I'm going to create a solution for?
Yes, I'm still trying to. Yeah, I've been in the banking sector, in the financial sector before now, and got so good. It has been in the microfinancing, and yeah, before getting onboarded, I was thinking of let me I can provide solution. There are a lot of challenges, a lot of things we face when I was in the system, the financial system, and I said, okay, I could do cool stuff, provide solution, and yeah. So I saw there's this fintech company we have now, Kuda, and and they are doing great stuff. They are doing great stuff. So you know, before that time, before getting onboarded, I was thinking that okay, I can provide solution in the financial sector, but yeah, I'm still not concluded yet,
Okay.
because we have a lot of fintech out there, a
Okay.
lot of fintech out there, and yeah, the beauty about this thing, yeah, is competition, but then I'm still thinking of doing stuff in other sectors, yet not figured out, but then,
I'm
you know,
very certain that you're going to come up with your own
yeah,
unique
yeah,
solution.
yeah,
So when you are done with this program,
yeah,
it's a year, right?
yeah,
And you're
yeah,
going into your 4th month. When
yeah.
you're done, so just think like, what is that thing that you do normally, but you don't really have time to do now? Like, on the day you finish, what's that thing that you're going to do first? Are you going to be like those people that be like, I'm going to church to go and give thanks to God, or I'm going to party away? Like, what is the first thing that you're going to do when you finish from the program?
Wow, first thing.
I mean, it could be
You
anything.
mean the
It
day
could be
I say
literally
yes, the
anything.
day I'm through with the whole program, what will I do? Yeah.
If you don't want to tell us, you can go to private. It's
What will I
alright.
do? Yeah, I don't know. Probably we celebrate with my friends in the
Mm.
court. Yeah, great friends. I have great guys in my class. Yeah, they are cool guys. Thank God I walk into their company.
Okay.
So probably celebrate ourselves, and
And just have
yeah,
fun,
just
thank
for the
God,
sake
and
of
yeah.
we came in and we are here.
Okay. So, as you can see, Emmanuel has been blushing, he has been smiling. It just goes to show that he actually enjoys what he's learning here. Like, it's actually really fascinating that, he's enjoying it.
Yeah,
And there's another thing. So, from what I can deduce, I
yeah,
can see that you're not seeing semicolon as just a place to learn. It,
yeah,
it feels like it's a community.
yeah,
Am I right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, how can you just give us, like, what are the things that you cherish about
Wow,
semicolon?
wow. You know, I'm the kind of person that I make friends easily. I like friendship. I like relationship. And yeah, when I got onboarded, I remember somebody telling me that you started having friends. Like few days after, resumption. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, meeting new guys from different background, different belief system, different culture, around the world, around Nigeria. I mean, yeah, we have one of our member outside who is, yeah, a Nigerian, but I think he has been all his life outside Nigeria. He was part of us, and meeting new guys, working together, trying to do stuff together was something I really cherished. I enjoyed doing, even right now. We do stuff together, learn together, and we do great stuff together. We we eat together, we deliberate together, we talk about our problems, talk about. And for me, semicolon is about learning, relationship, and impact. How do I impact these these guys? Yeah, these guys that have walked into their life. How do I impact each and every one of them? How would I get stuff from them? And that is it for me. Learning, relationship, trying to meet new people, walk into their life, know what they are saying, even in their silence, and impact them positively for
I'm
me.
really glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So, last question, because I know, like, I have so many questions, but I don't just want to
Oh,
keep
wow.
you here all day. So, the last question I have for you, Emmanuel, is what will you say to someone who doesn't have an idea of where to start from, but they are considering it? Just something that they can hold on to that can inspire them. What would you say to such a person that is watching this right now?
Yeah, I think this is about passion. It is about passion, but then not everybody that will have that passion before they get involved in this cool stuff. But then you know trying to talk people out, trying to talk to people about technology, has been one thing I've been doing when I got onboarded, and I want to do this on majorly on females. I want I want if I can have all the females onboarded.
Hey, be like say this boy like
No,
women.
no, and
Emmanuel.
yeah, I even in my class we just have about
And
seven.
you want to
I
see
want to I want
more
to
of
see
that.
women do great stuff,
Yeah.
and if you want to strive in this, whatever field you find yourself, whatever career you are pursuing, I think it should be tech inclined.
Mm,
So, of course, there's no need to campaign for guys.
yeah.
To campaign for guys, you have them. Every court when you see guys are, you know, But then I want females, if I can say this, make noise about it. I want them to come on board. Whatever field you find yourself, yeah, it's not going to be an easy journey. It's not going to be an easy journey for the period of 1 year. But then if you are going to go through this program, you are coming out as a different person, and you will do great stuff for yourself.
All right. So, as you have it, Semicolon Africa is not only developing talents, they are transforming lives, transforming industries, and we hope to transform the world. Thank you so much for sitting down.
Thank you for
But
having me.
there's something you're going to do for me before
All
you
right,
go.
all
You're
right.
just going to show some of your leg work.
Hey,
Can you do that?
I,
Just get set for
I,
something. All the yeah. So
are
you
you?
can
No,
just.
you are putting me on
Oh
the
no no
what
no!
I
Don't
don't.
worry. I can't dance. I can't
So
dance.
you teach me.
No, okay, I'll
You
teach you.
teach me.
Yes,
I
so
don't dance.
okay,
Oh
no
God.
problem. Now just stand up.
Okay.
Shake, Thank you. Thank you so much for sitting down, discussing with us. I really look forward to the end of your learning process at Semicolon Africa. I look forward to seeing, oh, this company is owned by Emmanuel. I really look forward to that, so that you'll be signing checks and just yes. Thank you so much, Emmanuel.
Thank
It
you
was
for
a
having me.
pleasure
Thank you for
sitting
having
down
me.
discussing with you.
It's been
This is Native Diaries, and I hope you had a swell time watching this particular episode. Bye.
Bye.